You want to play in a Madden 25 franchise mode where you can have Brian Dawkins, LaDainian Tomlinson, Ricky Williams, let's go, even the GOAT, Randy Moss? Well, just listen up and I'll show you guys how to use this roster. Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do two things. One is join the Discord in the video link below. That is where these mods get created. That is where suggestions for these mods can be posted. Go check them out. Tell them C4 sent you. And two, subscribe here to the channel, as every time there's an update to these mods, there's brand new mods that get dropped, brand new draft classes that get dropped. I will break them down here on the channel and show you guys where to download. So hit that subscribe button and all the cheesy YouTuber stuff, like, comment, all that other business. The team over on the Franchise Football Community Discord, which will be linked in the video description below. Go check out, go join that Discord, test out these files, leave feedback on these files, leave suggestions. Tell them C4 sent you. Have released a Madden 03 starting point. We're turning back the clocks all the way to the 2002-2003 season. We got Priest Holmes, T.O., Marshall Faulk, Marvin Harrison, Brett Favre, Brian Dawkins, Peyton Manning, Champ Bailey, Randy Moss, Donovan McNabb, Ty Law, Rich Gannon, Pat Surtain, Derek Brooks, LT, Orlando Pace, Deuce McAllister, Brian Urlacher. We got Mike Vick, Rod Woodson, Jason Taylor, Ricky Williams, Amon Green. We got John Ogden, Vinatieri, Strahan, Rice, Tony Gonzalez, Mike Allstott. It goes on and on and on and on. And I think the more that this gets exposure, the more that this team of modders is going to give us the Holy Grail. And in my opinion, the Holy Grail, because we've started to see, in my opinion, until this mod dropped, because this is the ultimate nostalgia mod for me. This was like the year 2002 that I decided, like, I'm going to get into football. You know, at this point here, I would have been 10 years old, and I was like, football's pretty cool. And this was like my first real Madden that I played as a football fan. Before that, it was like, you'd get Madden, sometimes you'd rent it from Blockbuster. I was always a Blitz guy because I was the more cartoon, not serious version for a guy that wasn't really into football at that time. So being able to go back to this starting point is awesome. And I think that we've already seen with the Madden 12 starting point, like, we're getting pretty close with the retro draft classes that coincide with these starting points. And I think endgame, imagine if you could start here in Madden 03, and then you get realistic portraits, face scan, draft classes for 04 or 05, like, and just start from this 03 starting point, import real classes, go all the way to present day. That is the Holy Grail. That could still potentially happen. That's why we need you guys to join this Discord and say, this is what we want. Please, 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 let's allocate some asset, time, resources to creating this Holy Grail of a starting point. But if you want right now, currently 03 is live. Now, I will go through some of these rosters and break down the state of this mod in just a second, but I know classic YouTuber, let's just drop the link. Show me how to download that. We'll do that, and then for those of you that want to stick around, we'll kind of dive into these rosters with, we'll see what they got. So to download and get your Madden 03 starting point, you need to go to the roster share, and you have two ways to search up this file. I searched originally by the title name of this roster, which is Madden 03 FFC V1. Now, I'll explain also a little bit later after we drop the details here why this is a V1. But when I actually searched that up, it was showing no results. I think that is clearly just like the bug roster share system. I was only actually able to find this roster by searching by the username, which is Primetime 02454. But either way, you should be able to get your hands on this roster, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as people enjoyed the other two rosters that I've showcased here on my channel, highlighting the awesome work done by the FFC community, as the Madden 18 starting point has 62,000 downloads with a 5-star rating. The Madden 12 starting point with 67,000 downloads and a 5-star rating. I think it's only a matter of time till this Madden 03 roster gets back up to that level. And again, join that Discord, because I think there's more passionate people that love enjoying these mods like myself. We are going to be able to, I don't want to say steer the direction, but they're going to see the demand of getting the Holy Grail. Holy Grail starting point of using the Madden 12 roster, and then immediately you have the 2013 draft class with the face scans, with the real portraits, and you can go from Madden 12 to present day. Holy Grail. Holy Grail version 2 is starting at this Madden 03 point. Get that 2004 draft class, face scans, player portraits, everything that's available, and to be able to go from that starting point to present day. Those Holy Grails could potentially be achieved. I think the more people that say this is what we want, God bless you, these mods, these roster files, these draft classes are absolutely insane. It's what's keeping a large portion of the franchise mode community locked in with Madden 25. The gameplay, Madden 25, in my opinion, the worst it's ever been as a full-time content creator that's been playing Madden for 10 years. Madden 25's gameplay is brutal. I have zero desire to play it. But for someone that's now kind of almost transformed into a full-time menu merchant, being able to start in 2018, 2003, 2012, and rebuild to current day, that is the holy grail, and hopefully we can continue to chase after that. But you guys, go check out, go show love in the Discord, which will be linked below. Go check out this roster file, give it some downloads, give it some 5 stars, and now let's kind of preview the roster and break down why this is version 1. So the reason why this is a version 1 roster, with the assumption that there will be a version 2 released, is that, this is a 20-plus-year-old roster, 20-plus-year-old starting point. There's not going to be a lot of Brian Dawkins, where you get the player portrait and the face scan. I assume this exists probably because of Ultimate Team, the resources being added in through that. Or you have players that had long careers from this starting point, like Donovan McNabb was into, obviously like into the 10s and stuff like that, especially playing with the Commanders. We got David Akers, we got John Runyon as face scans that are available. But again, you're dealing with resources that have their severe limitations, especially when you're trying to go back 20 plus years. Now, I imagine on PC, they can upload custom portraits and the roster can be looking pristine, but there are always going to be limitations on console, as like Hugh Douglas doesn't look like Hugh Douglas. We got the worst one here, for example, will be Deuce Staley. That is clearly not Deuce Staley. That is a white dude with a pro wrestling hair. Now, what I want to see, don't know if this is possible, but from version 1 to version 2, what I think would be cool is that if players have their portraits in, if they have their face scans in, great. If they don't, versus having an incorrect scan, could we go with the silhouette approach? Where if there's no portrait for a player available in game, can we just give them the universal silhouette that if someone wants to go and modify that player, you can go look at all the Madden generated faces that are available and find the closest to a Deuce Staley if you want. But I feel like it'd look like a cleaner operation if everyone that did not have a player portrait, like the great Brian Westbrook, just got the silhouette approach versus, and that's rookie, man, just starting the rookie Brian Westbrook, Eagles legend. That is the starting point here. I feel like that'd be a little bit of a cleaner operation. So that would be my one suggestion, wish from version 1 to version 2, is that there's no player portrait, just give them the silhouette, and then let everyone else, regardless of what you want to do. I mean, hell, you could even have people that want to go in, that join the Discord because of this, say, like, you know what, I will go in and find the closest player portrait that exists for that real player, and that will be version 3 of the roster file if you need it. But that would be really my only fix right now. Maybe the ratings could be adjusted here and there just a little bit. But I think for a starting point, 20 years in the past, there's a lot of great to work with here on this 03. So let's look at some other teams, not just my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. Quarterback, we got Cordell Stewart. What? Kurt Warner looking good for the Rams. Matt Hasselbeck back with the Seahawks. Jake Plummer with the luscious locks on the Cardinals. Drew Brees back with the Chargers. Year 2, Tom Brady. Drew Bledsoe. Air McNair back with the Titans. Dante Culpepper. Michael Vick. Gannon. McNabb. Peyton. The old-ass Emmitt Smith still padding his stats. 33 with the Cowboys. We got the boss Jerome Bettis. Love seeing that. One of my favorite players of all time. Warwick Dunn. What? You can have like a real-looking Warwick Dunn, Michael Vick backfield with the Falcons. Curtis Martin. The 2 greatest fullbacks in the Madden era, Mike Allstott and Lorenzo Neal. Got sophomore season, Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson. Chris Carter at 36. Keenan McCardell. Got Steve Smith in his sophomore season. Got Reggie Wayne. Derek Mason. Torrey Holt. Tim Brown. Keyshawn. Isaac Bruce. Eric Moulds. Donald Driver. Hines Ward. Jerry Rice. Randy Moss. Marvin Harrison, and T.O. Top of the tight ends on grade, we got Shannon Sharp, Jeremy Shockey, Todd Heap, and Tony G. Willie Roaf looking like $1 million. John Ogden, Walter Jones, some of the best to ever do it. Left guard, we got Brian Waters, the great Larry Allen, rest in peace. We got Alan Faneca as the highest rated left guard in the game, was a beast for the Steelers. At center, Jeff Saturday, before he became a terrible head coach for 5 games. Matt Burke, got Kevin Mawai. Will Shields at right guard. Got John Runyon at right tackle. On the D-line, we got Willie McGinnis back on the Patriots. The Madden GOAT at edge rusher, in my opinion, Julius Peppers as a rookie with the Carolina Panthers. Got Dwight Freeney as a rookie for the Indianapolis Colts. Bruce Smith padding his stats at 39 on the Commanders. John Abraham, Richard Seymour, Simeon Rice, Michael Strahan, and Jason Taylor. Booger McFarland, John Henderson as a rookie for the Jags. Roy Glover and Warren Sapp headlining the D tackles on this roster. Romanowski, Jason Gilden, LeVar Arrington at outside linebacker. London Fletcher at middle linebacker. Also got Keith Brooking, Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas. That's not Zach Thomas, but we got Brian Urlacher looking great. Pretty good stretch here for the outside linebackers. Tateo Spikes. That's not Peter Ballware, but we got Joey Porter, Keith Bullock, Junior Seau, and Derek Brooks. Jason freaking Seahorn at corner. Let's go. Cooper DeJean before Cooper DeJean. Chris McAllister. That's a throwback. Aeneas Williams. Daryl Green. I don't know if that's actually Daryl Green or not. Might be. Charles Woodson. Rondé Barber. Troy Vincent. Pat Surtain, Ty Law, and Champ Bailey headlining the corners. Got Sammy Knight, this piece of crap, Rod Woodson, Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed at strong safety. Rodney Harrison's looking good. And we got Woodson, we got John Lynch, we got Lawyer Malloy. We got special teamers. Seabass, Martin Gramatica, Gary Anderson, Morton Anderson, David Akers, Vinatieri. So I think there's a lot of room to grow with this roster file, but I think just having in its infancy an 03 starting point is an awesome thing to be able to download and check out. So again, go check it out, go download it, go join the Discord, and let's continue to make these FFC mods the best possible mods that we can get on Madden 25 console, regardless if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. You can enjoy these files, so go check them out. Thank you guys very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, as we will be dropping all future updates and all new mods here on the channel first. And I'll see you guys back here on the next one. Till next time, with your boy C4 saying peace. I love ya. Have a good one.